interesting. But time now for our special series, Hello GST, where CNBC TV 18's Menaka Doshi decodes the benefits of GST for different sectors. Today she talks about the impact on the automobile sector. Take a look.
On Hello GST today, we discuss the impact of GST on the automobile sector, starting first with the advantages or benefits.
GST will be positive for the automotive sector, primarily because of the efficiency and the removal of cascading that is expected with GST. And to give you an example, in an automobile sector, a car is manufactured in a particular state, and generally 80% of those cars are sold to states outside the state of manufacture, to dealers outside. So today, to straight away give you an example, the 2% GST that they pay will not be there tomorrow, because hopefully if origin tax is not there, the 2% GST will be an IGST, which will be fully creditable by the dealer when he sells the car in the other state. And even from a procurement point of view, if there are interstate procurements which suffer today a 2% central sales tax, which is a cost to the manufacturer, that also will not happen, because those interstate procurements will have an IGST in it, which is again available as a full credit to the manufacturer if the credit rules are simple and easy. The second efficiency could be also on the input side. A bigger, a more easy credit mechanism, so that all the taxes on the input side, whether it's input services, whether it's capital goods, whether it's manufactured products, are set off against the output liability of GST.
But Harry, what about the negatives or the ambiguities?
One other fact which is very important for car manufacturers is that many car manufacturers, which generally have a very large investment, have today state incentives. The incentives are there in many manufacturing states like Maharashtra, Gujarat and so on, Tamil Nadu and so on and so forth. So one of the facts that the car manufacturers and automobile manufacturers have to keep in mind is that these state incentives are based on the current VAT and CST that they pay. Tomorrow, with CST going away, the states will have to make do these commitments of incentives on the basis of whatever they collect under the GST regime. So that's another important factor the auto manufacturers have to keep in mind, that they have to go and renegotiate those MOUs which they have with the states.
Okay.
The second fact is, today in the car industry, the small cars has a differential treatment in excise depending on the engine displacement and the size and all. That's another factor that will come into play. Will this difference exist in the new GST regime? Will they all fall under a standard rate of 17 or 18% if you take the reference of the current CEA report? Or will there be a lower rate for small cars? Is another question that comes to be debated, because then the efficiency and the quantum will depend depending on what rates they fall in.
So when you square those against the efficiencies and the benefits that you outlined in your first answer, does this effectively mean a lower tax burden for automobile companies, some of which would go towards their bottom line and some maybe could get passed on to consumers, or not at all?
Purely on efficiency, there should be a benefit to an auto manufacturer.
Even if the standard rate of 18% were to apply on all cars except for luxury cars?
Even on 18%, there will be some degree of efficiency that will be there.
So it will mean a lower tax burden is what you're saying?
It should.